Hi, today we're going to talk about Mercosur, and it's also known as a Southern Common Market.
Mercosur is South America's economic and political bloc. Founded officially in 1991, the bloc was created by the Treaty of Asuncion, which is a treaty signed by the four founding countries on March 26, 1991. It was initially founded by four countries, which are Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay. Venezuela joined as a full member in 2012 but was later suspended in 2016. Mercosur consists of associate countries that place as a minor partner in a former political territory such as the Treaty of Asuncion. The associate countries are Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, and Suriname. As associate members, they are able to join free trade agreements but do not receive the benefits of the customs union. So here are the history of Mercosur from 1991 to 2017. So there are mainly four objectives of Mercosur. The first one is the free circulation of goods, services and productive factors among the countries, through, among others, the elimination of custom duties and non-tariff restrictions on the circulation of merchandise and any other equivalent measure. So moving on to the second objective, the establishment of a common external tariff and the adoption of a common commercial policy in relation to the third states or groupings of states, and the coordination of positions in regional and international economic commercial forums. Moving on to the next objective, the coordination of macroeconomic and sectoral policies among the states parties, foreign trade, agriculture, industrial, fiscal, monetary, exchange and capital, services, customs, transport and communications, and other agreed upon in order to ensure adequate conditions of competition among the states parties. Lastly, the commitment of the states parties to harmonize their legislations in the pertinent areas to achieve the strengthening of the integration process. Here are some facts of Mercosur. The headquarters are located in Montevideo, and the currencies of the four founding countries are peso for Argentina, real for Brazil, Guarani for Paraguay, and peso for Uruguay. And the official languages are Portuguese, Spanish, and Guarani. The following are the head of states of the four countries. The president of Argentina is Mauricio Macri, the president of Brazil is Jair Bolsonaro, and the president of Paraguay is Mario Abdo Benitez, and lastly the president of Uruguay is Tabaré Vázquez.
Mercosur is accounted for $824 million in infrastructure projects, 50 international corporates, and 10,533 young people aged 15 to 17. It has an area of 40,869,775 area in kilometers square. It has a total population of 295,007,000. It is ranked 5th in world economy.
So moving on to the current scope of Mercosur, the EU is negotiating a trade agreement with the four founding Mercosur states, Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay and Uruguay, as part of a broader association agreement between the two regions. The goal of the new EU-Mercosur trade deal is to strengthen workers' rights and ensure environmental protection, encourage companies to act responsibly, and uphold high food safety standards. And lastly, to protect quality EU food and drink products labelled as geographical identifications from imitations. The future agreement will replace a win-win for both the EU and Mercosur, creating opportunities for growth and jobs for both sides. These are the challenges of Mercosur. First one is regional disparities, GDP level, access to education, infant mortality and vehicles per capita. Secondly, unbalanced population. Brazil's population comprises almost 80% of Mercosur's total population. Argentina accounts for about 16%, while both Paraguay and Uruguay have 2% each. And lastly, unequal GDP per capita. Argentina and Uruguay is above average, while that of Brazil and Paraguay is below average. The difference between the member states has caused them to lack of coordination and success of integration, particularly for lagging regions. The future prospects of Mercosur. The European Union and the South American trade bloc Mercosur were likely to close a trade agreement. A successful agreement would create one of the world's largest free trade pacts. Mercosur recently made few meetings with South Korea, European Free Trade Association, and Canada to discuss on free trade. However, Mercosur's decision is largely influenced by Brazil and Argentina. Currently, they are facing economic difficulties due to a recent recession. The reason above may affect their willingness to cooperate with the countries and organizations stated above.
Alright, thank you for watching, guys. If you got any issue, please head over to our supplementary note. That's all. See you and goodbye!